Super Chat Notch 83. Back with you another YouTube live. Thank you all for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. Thank you all for joining me on this live stream. Make sure to hit the like button on the live stream. I really appreciate that. And make sure you hit the like button on. Make sure you hit the comments in the comment section for the engagement, and also make sure you subscribe for more future live streams and videos like this, and also share this video with your friends and family to let them know that the People Champ is live right now on 420, y'all. That's right. Happy 420 to each and every one of you. Happy 420. We finally made it, y'all. We finally made it. It's the day is finally here where when everybody all over the world get to do the exact same thing as we're doing right now, which is getting blazed, getting baked at the same damn time. So applause sound. So thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. There you go. Thank you. Happy 420, y'all. Happy 420, y'all. Is any one of you is ready for 420? Or has anybody in here has gotten ready for 420 or has been ready for 420? And if so, let me know what you guys are smoking on, drinking on, or vaping on, or munching on. Because right now, I got myself, as y'all can tell, from for the past couple of weeks. Happy 420, Moosey. Moosey! Happy 420, Moosey. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. And unfortunately, your boy hasn't been on here live stream for the past couple of days. Old dirty skilly bud. Okay, I see what you got, Moosey. This is what I got. Let me put you guys over here. There you go, see me. There you go, you guys see me much better. What you got, what you see, what I got over here is Pineapple Express by Fern Valley Farms. Pineapple Express by Fern Valley Farms. As you can tell, I haven't been feeling it yet because I haven't been doing this live stream, so I haven't been able to fill it up. But we are going to right before we hit the bid 420, y'all. So in case anybody is new to watching this video or to watching this channel, then let me remind you guys of what we're here to do, what we're normally here to do, and that is between 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and 4:18. And if we talk between random stuff, or we're here to talk about what we see here in the title, and then around 4:18, I remind each and every one of you guys to grab your blunts, your bowls, your bongs, to grab your make sure everything rolled up, make sure everything is packed, make sure you got your bowls packed, your bongs packed, make sure you got your gummies ready, your edibles, make sure you got your infused, make sure you got your drinks ready, your THC drinks ready, because around 420, we're about to get it in at the same dang time. So since we are waiting on 420, we're going to wait until, as you can see, time is 420. Today is 420, and the time is 4:04. So around 420, soon as it hit 420, we're going to get it in at the same time. Get it? Got it? Gone. Yeah. And so now, ever since your boy hasn't been happy 420, Latif. Thank you for joining me on this live stream, Latif. You are the real MVP. Hope you are doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally on this day, and slept like kings and queens last night. And as you can see, we are here to refill one of my cart with this Pineapple Express uh, live resin wax. You can see the oil. I still got plenty of oil left from 2 weeks ago. Plenty of oil. So that means that not only am I able to fill this all the way up, but I'm also am able to make personal edibles or make my own personal THC drinks with this 10-inch syringe, which I got from this website right here. As you can see, I also got my THC drinks ready, fully filled up to the top, so I'm able to stay hydrated during this day. Because remember, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to find yourself with cotton mouth, especially when you're trying to get baked all day, every day for this special occasion. Because today is what? 420. Always keep a bottle like this filled up so you can always stay hydrated. What happened is that the reason why your boy hasn't been doing live streams is because if you catch my shorts, I had explained that I have caught the chills, ladies and gentlemen. I have caught the chills, and that is due to the temperatures keep going up and down, up and down, up and down. 1 minute during the day, it be 70 degrees. But then as soon as nighttime hits, it's already went all the way down to 40, to be in the 40s. Temperature being in the 40s, from 70 degrees to 40 degrees. So I have left my window open, as we all like to do when we get baked and we find ourselves green out and wake up in the middle of the night and find myself having to chill. So I was like, damn, who turned off the heat? What happened to the heat? So I found myself getting up and I was like really shivering. I was like, damn, who turned off the heat? It got cold out of nowhere. So I shut the window, and then that would happen on around Sunday night slash Monday morning, and that's when I had the chills from Monday all the way to Wednesday. Then and then I have a headache migraine headache from Wednesday all the way up to Friday. So 5 days I didn't have myself hopping up on live for you guys because of that reason. But now that your boy is feeling a lot better, now that your boy is able to come back on here and do what he do, which is entertain you, and you. Also give you nothing but the real info. Also give you nothing but the real what's going on around the news, etc., as well as getting blazed. But we cover that with real news, real topics to stay in the algorithm. So, right, Moosey? So, how do you call it? As you can see, hey, okay. So, while I wasn't doing the live streams, but also wasn't fun. The only time I find myself taking a hit of this is when I'm doing that short. After that, I find myself boring myself in the covers, trying to stay warm, trying to find on this technique as to get rid of this migraine headache by doing a search on the YouTube, because there's a lot of videos about how-to videos. So anything that you want to do and search for, and you don't know how to do, all you gotta do is search for on YouTube how to, and then whatever you want to do, just put how to make a spaghetti, how to build a house, how to plant a weed, whatever it is that you want to do. All you gotta do is put how to, and then whatever you want to do. That's what I did when it comes to the headache, and that's when I found out that by doing this with your head, will and keep doing this over and over again, will relieve of your migraine headache. So that's what I did all day yesterday and the day before, and now your boy is feeling a lot much better. But we here on the Saturday, we here on the weekend. So there's a lot of things that happened this week. A lot of things that happened this week, all due to your corrupt president of the United States. It's like I said over and over and over again, guys. If we don't get these people out of office, then it's going to get really, really, really worse for all of us. Because every time we turn around, some crazy stuff is happening in the news. Either somebody is getting shot, stabbed, sliced, and y'all see what happened. Y'all see what happened with during the trial of Donald Trump? Somebody set themselves on fire. Y'all saw that? Somebody just sat there and went into right where Donald Trump had his trial and decided to set himself on fire. I'm like, on top of all the things that's going on around this world, with a war that break out with overnight with Russia, with Israel and Iran. Then we got down on top of somebody got stabbed. A priest, I think a priest got stabbed by an unknown person, by a young man. Now this is like, and then like I said, every time it's turned around, there's something always happening. Every time I turn around, something always is happening, and it's not good. Like one of them is somebody setting himself on fire. I'm like, really? This world is getting crazier and crazier every day, guys. Either somebody has been pushed onto the train tracks, or somebody is being robbed, somebody is getting unalive, stabbed, or set on fire, or somebody's town or somebody's town is being blown up by the war. And it's like the world. I mean, just like I show you guys with the video about how they predicted the return of the Great Depression, and how it's supposed to happen in 2025. And you always see what's going on with the world, and how lawlessness has taken over due to the corruption of Joe Biden. Because everybody knows that Joe Biden is corrupt, including people like Joe Rogan. Y'all know who Joe Rogan is? Joe Rogan said himself um that Joe Biden is corrupt. But before we continue with this conversation, let's about to fill up this cart so we could celebrate 420. All right, there we go. Let's put a light. Go fill this up. Hope everybody's doing well physically and mentally and emotionally on this day. And slept like kings and queens last night. There we go. Going to fill this up with this syringe. Going to take this and fill this up to the top. Going to screw this. Then we're going to take this needle. You see? Take this needle and then we're going to pour some onto this 1 510 thread bag. I'm going to take this on 1 gram. Fill this up because only can fill up 1 gram. There you go. See it's filling up. Tell you guys, you could do a lot more with this just filling this cart up. You can also make donuts with this and also make edibles with this. See, you can fill this up. There we go. That's enough. There we go. See, we can manage to fill the carts up all the way up to the top. Then we're going to do is put the top back on. And we got ourselves a Pineapple Express cart. We got ourselves a Pineapple Express cart. Then we're going to take this, put it into the bag so we won't lose it. Then we're going to put this into the battery. Then turn the battery on. Then heat this up. Hope everybody got your drinks, your bones ready because it's about to be 420 in a couple of seconds. Because it's already 419. Because you about to get it in, y'all. Hope everybody got your joints, your bones ready. Hope everybody got your bones packed. Hope everybody got everything rolled up, your joints rolled up, your blunt rolled up. Hope everybody got your drinks ready. Because you about to get it in. Because it is 420 on 420. Cheers, gang. Happy 420. Mm. Woo-hoo. First hit of the day. Wait, first hit 420. Mm. And plus, when you guys is out and about, always have yourself one of these portable chargers, so you guys won't find yourself with a dead battery, with a dead phone, because you've been out all day and decided not to bring your battery. So, I mean, and you decided to be out all day. So to working, avoid being out with a dead phone, grab yourself a portable battery charger, portable phone charger, so you can charge your phone while you're out and about. Happy 420, y'all. Happy 420. Mm. You'll see the color of the battery. Purple for today. The battery is backward. The color is green. Perfect for today, 420. By backwoods. Let me know if y'all smoking on the backwood today. Let me know if y'all smoking on the backwood today. Yes, I got my backwood. Cheers, gang. Who the sister going against, Latif? You know who the sister going against? Are they going to be in Philly, or are they going to be in somebody else's hometown? Use your wallpapers. All right, all right, Wiz Khalifa. Everything you doing raw. Okay, I hear Wiz. Are they going to be in New York? Because they're going against the New York Knicks. Okay, New York Knicks versus the Philly. Who you think going to win it? Who you going? They going to win it? Philly or New York? Think New York go for tonight's game, or you think Philly going to get it? Philly or New York? Going with Philly. Okay, I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Probably have to watch that later on myself. Mm. Watch that on the TV. Watch it on the TV. Check out your boy People Ship 1983 as a wallpaper. Courtesy the Roku. So to YouTube, you see the format on my TV, on my Roku, I'm on YouTube. This is how I watch TV. If I don't want feel like watching anything on my phone, just pretty much watch it on my TV. Or if you have a smartphone, you can also connect it with your phone. Therefore, you could control YouTube and have it transfer from your phone to your TV. You see that iconic button right there? You see that iconic button? You, come on, man. Shit on my fucking focus. You push that. No. Put on do not disturb. You push the iconic button, and then that means that you could cast it to your TV, whether it's upstairs, downstairs. You can see Roku Ultra. To push that, and you can automatically cast. There you go. Cast onto your TV. See, I'm gonna go to cast on face down. Face. There you go. See? Come on, fucking focus.
ShopRite presenta la reacción a las recetas favoritas de la abuela.
There you have it. I don't know if you can see that, but so oh, there we go. Let's take another hit, guys. Hope everybody doing well. Hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally this day. If anybody hasn't told you yet, you are smart, beautiful, and wise and kind, and your most important thing on this earth. Don't let anybody tell you any different. That's right. You, and you. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are special in your own way. We are special in our own way. Come on. Cheers, gang. Happy 420. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke. Especially on today, like 420. Definitely with all the smoke. You can definitely get all the smoke with these. Definitely get a lot of smoke with these. There you go. Now you guys see me. Yeah, ever since Joe Biden has become president of the United States, lawlessness has been taken over to the point where it's not a lot of businesses that's being open. It's due to crimes taking over the city.
Outgoing Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has restated his opposition to term limits.
You see what happened in San Francisco with all that shoplifting going on in San Francisco? Check this out.
This is
San Francisco, where theft is so common it almost seems legal.
Represent San Francisco. Call me in the middle of a boost, a little something to keep me going.
I can walk into Walgreens, steal $950 worth of merchandise.
Under that threshold, it's a misdemeanor. Go to Macy's, rob what you can, and then you go boost it. This was closed prematurely. They could not function.
You're a world-class bipper.
I've been blessed.
If you saw a car, what would classify it as a good bipping opportunity?
The energy of the car. A lot of times they leave the windows down, and that's an automatic green light. Mom and pop stores leave them stores alone.
I was stopping people from stealing from the store, and I got kicked out.
Even that.
I will kick your fucking.
Damn.
Definitely bipping.
You bipping?
Yeah, I didn't take all these. It was already empty. I've been doing it.
Let's say you bought. You might show me what you got today?
Right, we're going with this, man.
Where do they
Damn,
sell
he said, "Where we
their
going with this,
stolen
man?"
goods? The Fentanyl Bazaar.
Be over here by 8 o'clock. You will see $1,000 worth of
People were selling everything. Tap here to see what I found.
I'm stealing from the store, stealing from the.
Isn't that crazy? Look. All because of lawlessness taking over.
This is San Francisco, where theft is so common it almost seems legal.
Represent San Francisco. Call me in the middle of a
little boost,
a little something to keep me going.
I can walk into Walgreens, steal $950 worth of merchandise.
Under that threshold, it's a misdemeanor. Go to Macy's, rob what you can, and then you go boost it. This was closed prematurely. They could not function.
You're a world-class bipper.
I've been blessed.
If you saw a car, what would classify it as a good bipping opportunity?
The energy of the car. A lot of times they leave the windows down, and that's an automatic green light. Mom and pop stores leave them stores alone.
I was stopping people from stealing from the store, and I got kicked out.
Even that.
Yeah.
I will kick your fucking.
He said he got kicked out from trying to stop a shoplifter.
Yeah, I didn't take all these. It was already empty.
I've been doing this a long time. We had to depend on mankind to just assist you.
Let's say you bought. You might show me what you got today?
Right, we're going with this, man.
Where do they sell their stolen goods? The Fentanyl Bazaar.
Be over here by 8 o'clock. You will see $1,000 worth of.
People were selling everything. Tap here to see what I found.
I'm stealing.
Crazy, right? That's how lawlessness has taken over the city. And you think Joe Biden care? Even Carly B herself was complaining to Joe Biden about what has happened to her own hometown in New York City. Because because the crimes in New York is no different than the crimes that happen in San Francisco or in LA.
Angry ass bitch right now. Y'all need to get in here, because I'm about to go off right now. There's a $120 million budget cut in New York that is going to affect schools, public libraries, and the police department. Ain't gonna be no after school for your kids. The teachers are gonna be paid. Yes, they're ready to be paid. That's one.
Wait. I got a better way for you guys to hear this. Just hold on for a second. Screencast. Here we go.
Budget cut in New York that is going to affect schools. Angry ass bitch right now. Y'all need to get in here, because I'm about to go off right now. There's a $120 million budget cut in New York that is going to affect schools, public libraries, and the police department. Ain't gonna be no after school for your kids. The teachers are gonna be paid. Yes, they're ready to be paid. That's one. Libraries, they're closing library branches. These leaders, they don't have our best interests. I'm always gonna speak for my people. Rapper Cardi B is speaking out after New York's Mayor Eric Adams announced that the city will be enacting about $4 billion in total budget cuts over the next year and a half, and that will, in fact, impact schools, sanitation, police, and more. So let's get into the details. Adams announced the steep budget cuts amid news that New York City is facing a $7 billion budget gap. The budget calls for billions of dollars of cuts, including hundreds of millions from schools and libraries and $1.1 billion from the New York Police Department alone, shrinking the department by 13.5% over the course of 2 years. But it's okay because it's not like crime has increased at all in cities like New York, right? Everything's totally fine. I'm being sarcastic. Now, the cuts will drop the number of cops patrolling the streets to the lowest number since the 1990s. So I'm going to make a very side remark here, and it's a rhetorical question, but how excited are leftists about this? Congratulations, less police on the streets. Anyway. Yeah. But anyway, sanitation is also being cut back, along with overtime pay for the members of the fire department. Every city agency will see a 5% cut, including freezing police recruitment. At schools, a new class of 250 school safety agents will be cut. Education advocates expect schools to lose more than $1 billion in resources, and $120 million will be eliminated from pre-K and 3K programs, which is the number that Cardi had referred to in the video we just watched. The United Federation of Teachers said that 653 schools, or 43% of the school system, would be hit with mid-year budget cuts. And Eric Adams blames this budget shortfall on the fact that the migrant crisis has hit New York City particularly hard, and he argues that the federal government is not providing the resources necessary to deal with the migrant crisis. We'll give you more details on that in just a moment. Jake, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, him in this was an excellent critique on military spending. So we're going to get to that in a second. And there's two things she was obsessed with: rats and wars. Okay, well, buried within the rat segment was raccoons. So there's so much great stuff here. So let's show you more Cardi B, and then we'll talk more about it.
All right, let's watch.
There's going to be the schools, with libraries, and the cops, and the police department, and a $5 million budget cut in sanitation. A budget cut in sanitation, bitch, we're going to be drowning with rats. We're going to be drowning in rats. Crimes are going to go up the roof, bitch. The crimes are going to go up the roof because there's a police safety budget cut. I'm not endorsing no presidents no more. Because how is there a $100 million budget cut in New York City for schools, libraries, police safety, and sanitation? Yeah, Joe Biden's talking about, like, yeah, we can fund 2 wars. We can fund 2 wars. Not talking about we don't got.
Cardi B for president. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Other budget cuts does to your corrupt president Joe Biden.
She's hitting on something that is an interesting development that has begun, which is, it's a very rough way of saying it, the America First for the left. Where the left is saying, why do we keep funding these wars? I mean, we've been saying that for all this time to begin with. But saying, now you're going to tell us that you don't have enough money for New York, you don't have enough money for sanitation, for schools, etc., but you're going to fund 2 wars. She's going to talk more about that in a second. But she didn't have that, I watched the whole thing, it was amazing. One of my favorite lines was, we're going to have raccoons on 42nd Street. That's what we're going to have.
Look, the raccoons are the least of the concerns here. I mean,
she was obsessed with the rats, but the rats led to the raccoons, which led to 42nd Street. But back to serious stuff. She's making a really legitimate critique of American policy.
And priorities.
Yeah, she said, you keep telling us at every turn that you don't have enough money for us. And the minute a war pops up, you got nothing but cash. Mm-hmm. And so I want to go to the next clip. Then after that, if we don't have the green line in there, I'll tell you the green line.
No, she got another thing she's going to say.
Listen, y'all talking about we can fund 2 wars. That's not trying to front like, yeah, I got United States. We can't fund this wars. We can barely fund this country. Finish it. Y'all need to finish it. Stop funding like you got the money. You don't got no money. You don't got no sugar for your honey.
That was right. I love that. And she kept coming back to, you don't have any sugar for your onions. And now, but you're fronting, saying like, oh, okay, we got plenty of war for the money for war, Israel, Ukraine, etc. Well, you don't have. Do you have it or don't you have it? Do you only have it for other countries? Do you only have it for wars? Or are you going to have any for the American people? That is a super fair question. The left's been asking it historically. It's about time we got way louder about asking for that. There's no reason why the right wing should grab the mantle of we represent the American people as opposed to sending money abroad for wars and other disasters. We've owned that historically. I love what Cardi B is saying. And if you notice, she said, I'm not endorsing any more politicians. Mm-hmm. Because she was with Bernie. She liked Bernie.
Has The Rock also stopped endorsing Joe Biden.
And now she's saying, sorry, you didn't finish it. We asked you to finish the job here at home. You didn't, and now you're running off to with money for your honeys abroad. Okay, and so That's real. And part of what's great about Cardi B is
Right.
she doesn't feel any need to be restrained.
This is what,
I love it.
And so everybody else
this is what they're saying, y'all. This is what they're saying.
I can only say things that are pre-approved. Otherwise, people will yell at me, and they're like, Cardi B's like, yeah, get out the way, yo, get out the way. Okay? Here's what I mean. Here's what I'm saying. I don't care what anybody thinks. That's why we love her.
Crime's about to go up, bitch. That was my favorite line because it's true, and they're about
Exactly.
to experience it. So let's go back to the reasons that Mayor Adams is giving for these budget cuts. And look, honestly, I think that he's making a legitimate point here, and I think the federal government, under the leadership of the Biden administration, has really failed to deliver for the cities that are grappling with the migrant crisis. You want to allow migrants in? That's fine, but you have to fund the resources necessary to take care of these individuals, to shelter them. Now, Adams, again, blamed the billions of dollars spent on the migrant crisis and the expiring federal aid for these budget cuts. Migrant costs are going up, tax revenue growth is slowing, and COVID-19 stimulus funding is drying up. No city should be left to handle a national humanitarian crisis largely on its own, and without the significant and timely support we need from Washington. Today's budget will only be the beginning, will be only the beginning. And look, I also want to just make a note about, honestly, something that I personally overlooked, and I want to take responsibility for that, because I didn't realize what a lot of these border towns have been dealing with and what they've been complaining about.
That's the reason why Donald Trump wanted to build the wall in the first place, to keep out people, the migrants. Now Joe Biden let everybody in because he wants the borders
open. The migrant crisis and the lack of resources from the federal government to take care of the situation. Now that you see it happening in blue cities, in cities that have Democratic strongholds, you see what the reality of the situation really is. And I'm glad that we see what the reality of the situation is, because it's an inhumane for the migrants and incredibly unfair with the cities that have this influx of migrants coming in who they do not have the resources to take care of.
Yeah, you heard me say it on the first day that Texas started busing people to the major Democratic cities. I said, I think it makes sense. I think it's fair. Why do the border states have to deal with all the pain that comes in on this? I'm in favor of more immigration. And so I'm in favor of more asylum seekers getting asylum in this country. But we have to share the pain equally. We have to be honest about it, right? And so if there's an influx, we have to figure out a way to deal with that. We have to have rational policies. And we have to care. And when I say, the left's version of America First, that doesn't mean you hate other people. That's the difference between us and some bad strains of it on the right wing, right? It means, hey, wherever, as Bruce Springsteen said, wherever this flag is flown, we take care of our own. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not as opposed to other people. It doesn't mean you hate other people. It just means, hey, the core job of the government is to take care of your own. And so, and those immigrants are our own too, in a lot of ways. But you can't just say, oh, here's a bunch of immigrants, and border states, you deal with it. And now, oh, they're in New York and Chicago, et cetera. Now you guys deal with it, and we're not going to help you. No, you've got to be fair about it, both the immigrants and to the American people. You've got to be fair about crime. You've got to be fair about the schools, et cetera. Asking for fairness and justice is a bare minimum. It's not a big ask.
So Adams estimates that by the summer of 2025, New York City will spend about
That's why New York City is just a bit mess. It's because of what's going on because of the budget cuts thanks to Joe Biden.
Managing the migrant crisis without more federal help. But I actually want to talk about the no-bid contracts that are being shelled out to various organizations to deal with the migrant crisis, because no-bid contracts means that the people of New York City are not getting the best deal possible, okay? So almost all of the 196 migrant-related contracts are presumed to have been signed under the emergency procurement processes a city council oversight committee found. The process forgoes the typical oversight, making sure the city is getting competitive pricing. Just 3 of the deals were made through a competitive sealed bid or proposal, the committee found. That's a big problem. And look, it might have something to do with the emergency situation and trying to basically get action executed as quickly as possible as more and more migrants were flowing into New York City. But clearly there's waste taking place here. Council investigators also discovered that a majority of the spending on migrants, some $2.2 billion worth of contracts, is being funneled through the New York City Health and Hospitals Corps, a city-managed nonprofit. She's a city-managed nonprofit that operates with greater financial independence and more, they're very opaque than a city agency, for instance. Look, we have the same problem here in Los Angeles as it pertains to the homelessness crisis. Money, literally billions of dollars a year, get funneled to these nonprofits. And all of this information is public. You look at the employees and the executives of these nonprofits, they're making $500,000. Angry ass bitch right now. Y'all gotta get here, because I'm...
So that's the reason why lawlessness, part of themselves taking over. your city, it's because due to budget cuts, that is forced to cut down police was going to increase crime. Said so by Cardi B. All it's going to do is increase crime because there's going to be less police on the streets. And who is the blame for that, ladies and gentlemen? It's no longer than your corrupt president of the United States, Joe Biden. That's the reason why Cardi B has no longer endorsed Joe Biden as president. In fact, it's the reason why she's no longer dealing with the politics, because you know how they always say just to say stuff just to get themselves elected. Until they get elected, that's when all that what they said goes out the window. Like with Joe Biden, that's why nobody trusts Joe Biden, because he's been lying to the American people over and over and over again. And now to the point where everybody sees that Joe Biden is nothing but a blazing liar. Even Cardi B knows it. Joe Rogan knows it. Before we continue with that, happy 420, guys. A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q O S T U V W X Y and Z. No one know my ABCs. This time we just. That was an epic fail. I wish I do that without coughing. I would say that was the epic fail. Happy 420, guys. Everybody do well physically, mentally, and emotionally this day. And if anybody has told you yet, you are smart, beautiful, kind, and wise. You are the most important thing on this earth. And don't let anybody tell you any difference. That's right. You, and you. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You are special in your own way. We are special in our way. But everything that is going on, featuring when it comes to New York City, it's all because of Joe Biden.
Not for you. That's the focus of tonight's angle. All right, America's left hates all things that Americans have generally supported, like Israel. So they intertwine. Israel, America, America, Israel, it's all the same to them. Let them all burn. Now let's imagine the reaction of the Biden DOJ and FBI if thousands upon thousands of America First Republicans organized protests that shut down the major freeways and bridges in places like California, New York, Chicago, disrupting air travel, car travel, and shouting these hateful chants about, let's say, illegal aliens and Biden himself. Well, we know what would happen to them. There would be a big press conference, probably called by some slick DOJ prosecutor. He'd announce his task force and the nationwide manhunt for the offenders.
Literally days after this event happened, we have already opened more than 170 subject files, meaning these individuals have been identified as potential persons that committed crimes on the Capitol grounds. Just the gamut of cases and criminal conduct.
Yeah, all this because of Joe Biden's fault. All of Joe Biden's fault.
By federal law enforcement was to find, fix, and charge these individuals as fast as possible.
Of course, the media would lap it all up. They would nod in agreement as they did to Shurin. They'd talk about how hateful the crowd was, veins bulging. There'd be talk of possible RICO charges, conspiracy to violate civil rights. The absolute
because you went against Joe
Biden would be
Biden.
thrown at these protesters to put as many of those protesters in jail for as long as possible. That would be the goal. Some might be held in solitary confinement for months. Look, our system is set up to give broad discretion to our DOJ. It's supposed to be equal justice under the law, so discretion
It's supposed to,
isn't
but
such a
it's
bad
not.
thing. But
Even
in recent years,
listen,
that
y'all, listen,
principle has
listen.
been shredded, and we've seen investigations colored by politics. It's very dangerous.
Just how you know
The
those
discretion
politicians
to
is
charge
corrupt.
generally only is used in one direction now, and that's against conservatives. From the way they went after the J6ers to how they descended on people like Roger Stone, remember that? And what they're still doing to Donald Trump. Speak about what you consider to be the corruption of the court, and they'll throw you in jail, or at least threaten it. That's a tactic that would make Putin very proud. And the same analysis really applies to college campuses.
You heard that right?
Conservative students protesting with the same tone and viciousness as the pro-Hamas crowd would be expelled and blacklisted by every Fortune 500 company in America. The fact is, if you live or work in places where the liberal cult mindset dominates, then you have to say what they want you to say, and you have to do what they want you to do, or you're going to be punished. Look at what that hissing cobra, Megan Rapinoe, did to that poor Christian soccer player, Corbin Albert. She merely reposted a sermon about how transgenderism is wrong. She was forced to apologize. And then Megan Rapinoe, of course, took a bow. Now, everyone needs to understand what we're all up against. This new inquisition is very well funded and always seeking new targets. The Democrat slush fund, known as Act Blue, with support from George Soros, and big support, I might add, announced that it was helping pay the bail of any of the anti-Israel, anti-USA protesters who were arrested. Well, of course, the Europeans and the Canadians, they're suppressors of free speech. They've been at this game for a lot longer.
He's the reason why we have no free speech,
Are a
everybody.
lot more shocking.
Joe Biden is the reason why we have no free
Today in
speech.
Brussels, the National Conservatism Conference was shut down by authorities. As Nigel Farage took the stage for his keynote, Belgian police arrived outside. Emir Keir, the mayor of the district where the event was being held, said he had issued a shutdown order to, quote, guarantee public safety. He added, the far right is not welcome in the city. Yeah, just the anti-Semites. Well, a few true liberals in Europe came out against the shutdown, but not many. And we all know that in their heart of hearts, the far left of today believes that certain people do not should not get free speech. MSNBC, CNN, they're always reminding everyone that they're only going to take a Trump event if the news of the day requires it.
Let me just tell our viewers so I don't startle them what we're doing. We have made a decision on this first day that if Donald Trump comes out and starts talking, we might want to listen to him for a little bit. We're going to do something, we're going to do it together. I promise we're going to come out of this if he starts lying or threatening people.
Others are urging that Biden not debate Trump at all, as we just said with that quote from the Atlantic magazine, especially bad because they're just essentially saying that he's subhuman, he's evil, and he doesn't deserve to be treated like a real candidate. Talk about election interference. Now, freedom of speech still exists for the left, but not so much for the rest of you. In fact, I think most sensible people, when you talk to them about these issues, if they have a traditional set of beliefs, or slightly traditional set of beliefs even, they just get used to self-censoring. They watch what they say all the time. It's the only way to avoid having their kids shunned at school, or maybe even losing their jobs. Look at what happened to that poor senior editor at the taxpayer-supported NPR. After blowing the whistle on the pro-Democrat
because
bias,
we have no freedom of
among
speech.
what is overwhelmingly a liberal executive workforce staff there, his bosses suspended him. How's that for all things considered? Now, we're not dealing with the old liberals anymore. Get used to this. They used to relish debate. They were proud to be free speech absolutists. Today, the landscape is filled with landmines. And those landmines are planted by ruthless anti-free speech radicals. Say the wrong thing, associate with the wrong people, be in the wrong place, and yeah, they want you blown up. It's time to expose them as the sniveling cowards and wannabe tyrants that they are. It is time for all of us, each and every one of us, to be fearless. And that's the angle. Not for you. That's the focus.
even it said on Fox News that they want us to all come together and remove these people from office before it's too late. So, on that note, I'm about to end this live stream. And remember what she says. If you don't remove these people from office, remember what our U.S. troops be saying. If you don't remove these people from office before they take away our rights and freedoms. And how many times they keep telling you guys that we have absolutely no freedom under Joe Biden's watch. So enjoy of us having no freedom until we get these people out of office. But I'm about to end this live stream. Thank you for joining me on this live stream. You are the real MVP. And I hope you guys enjoyed the rest of this 420. And it's People Chat 1983. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you all for subscribing. Thank you all for leaving comments. And thank you all for sharing these videos. And you guys are the real MVP. Hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally this day. And slept like kings and queens last night. And enjoy the rest of this 420. People Chat 1983. And I'm signing out, about to enjoy the rest of this 420. Cheers.